Revoke Philip Palwell one same time at PMP at eh? And that was PMP said be a bullshit. And next thing one more point out and show it to, yeah? But I deal with film case now, be just thinking Tapia time go style you. Cause you're shit, you're not, you're shit. You are shit, you're big mama the same thing. Both of you are shit. What are the nicest thing, man? What you are saying them, man? You know, them play them. A circle. A circle, man. Alright. Let us start from 2019. 2019. Watch this.
Up first this evening, we don't know the reason. The statement from Government Minister Daryl Vaz and
we don't know the reason. Then them come up with conspiracy theories. Because in there and Palwell there, you know. So you can imagine US, I know him alone lose visa, but Philip Palwell and a PMP. Yeah? But they still PMP make you lose your visa. So I tell people make Palwell use him one then. A rumor. You know, yeah. Una one like una name Gregory Isaac, you know. Me and Gregory Isaac used to park. So I know the name and a pumpa the Gregory Isaac. Pumpa is the name the Dukes. You understand? Yeah, right.
Opposition MP Philip Palwell, who both confirmed their US visas were revoked recently. Mr. Vaz, who spoke with our news center about the matter earlier today, had initially indicated he would resign if his application was turned down, but he'll backtrack later. As for Mr.
Him backtrack later.
So what are they? Oh, thank you so much, Rocky. How can you trust a man that does not stand by his word? Daryl Vaz is the first time I'm actually watching this clip. I never know nothing about not only hear about your visa get revoked and you say you can't go foreign because you come ready always run joke and a laugh off of you. To see the news clip in itself, and the fact that you said that you would resign if your visa, Daryl Vaz can't be trusted, man. Now that I think about it, you were the same one that said this is probably going to be your last term and you alluded to you resigning. And then you came and said some strong arguments about, I have to see it through, because there's prospects of oil. When you hear say the oil, they close now. When you hear say oil, it look like we're going to dig up some oil and the country going to become an oil country. We decide to say, boy, we can't go nowhere yet, man. Because so opportunities there, you say. You want to be the one. And I'm asking questions here. That's all I'm doing, is asking some questions. Let's continue.
I remember, not even Dr. Crabber visa, None of them know they can't travel, Continue.
Palwell, he says the revocation came as a surprise.
To some, a United States visa is a prized possession, the U.S. seen as a gateway for travel, work and education opportunities, and frolic. But in the blink of an eye, it can be revoked. U.S. Immigration Services Online notes that U.S. consular officials have broad discretion to revoke non-immigrant visas at any time, as has happened in the case of Minister with that portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister Daryl Vaz and opposition spokesman on energy Philip Palwell. Mr. Palwell is currently in Cuba on business. He responded via WhatsApp confirming the revocation, stating that the embassy did not provide any reasons. He was also advised to reapply for a visa if he intended to travel to the United States. Here's what Mr. Vaz was told by way of letter.
Based on information received after the...
See that 2019. All right, when Tapia step down, Tapia, or Slippier where him want him, kind of piece of shit. Then him come on off him out when he can't do nothing neither, And if the State Department see say you I forget, revoke, him couldn't do nothing and reinstate it, Him couldn't. Yes, continue.
The issuance of a visa to me, information has come to light that may make me ineligible for a U.S. visa. But the fact that they said I may be ineligible, that is where I need to go now to find out what would make me not eligible, which is what I'm pursuing.
On RGR 94's Hotline program with Emily Shields Friday, he gave further details about the type of visa.
As a minister, you have a diplomatic visa. I had when I gave up my citizenship, obviously, then I got the regular, what was it, A1,
B1.
B1, I don't know what it is, B1, B2.
Mr. Vaz says he last traveled to the United States last month.
You will recall that I traveled to the UN General Assembly, which requires a special U.S. visa, which was granted to me on the 20th of September when I traveled as part of the Jamaica delegation to the United Nations General Assembly. So this revocation is a matter of a few days in October. I received this. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I did not see it coming. I'm unaware of any reason why this would have happened. But again, there's a process to follow.
Now, Mr. Paulwell says when he returns to Jamaica next week, he will be in touch with the United States Embassy to seek further clarity on the visa revocation and use the necessary channels to seek redress. For Mr. Vaz, if the matter isn't resolved, he's not ruling out stepping down as a member of the cabinet. At least
embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Sorry about that, man. The sound from the video is way low, so me have to turn up the sound from the thing here. I wonder what go on with it. Hold on then. Let me see if we can fix it. Let me see if this works now. But Daryl Vaz. You say this have to do with politics and the two on the losing the visa. You and Philip Parliament. I don't understand that. There's something fundamentally wrong with that reasoning. Fundamentally.
Mrs. Shields on Hotline.
So you would consider resigning?
Absolutely.
So when you see anybody come after absolute and then backtrack, you know what? Can them sit on same place and the worst government is garbage. You hear what? Absolutely.
He was, however, a little more measured in his response in our TV interview.
Once there is an issue that says that I may be ineligible, any action by me would be premature. That does not stand to say that if this thing progresses and at some future point I am not able to get a US visa, that would not have to be a consideration. But I would like to pass this and get to that.
You know, so Jamaican, they're full for man, and jail people, pressure people like this, you know. Can you imagine somebody elect you? No, it's different from him now resign, because them always a pressure paying people resign if something like this, right? But when you really think about it, can you know me talk straight like this? People elect you and you're a parliament and it's an independent country. And if you lose a visa, whether you're prime minister opposition, then you resign. That means, I know people elect you, that means US have you as a puppet in a one country, that when you lose a visa, you resign. This was a wrong idea from the Labour Party for man, you know. This is stink. So it should make a visa, make how much people elect you, whether they are Tapia people, but that's serious more. Make you resign. I when they say because them always special PMP, if anything like that, you have to resign. If you lose a visa, I gotta come. You go hell. Go away with the better thinking visa. Oh, you forgive me a visa and it be me resign. Or something. That is bullshit. And this is the kind of way Jamaica used to work for money, like the greatest thing. And that they wrong. Let me just tell them straight up.
If you don't agree with Mr. Lonesome Panda one, they put a one in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Him say, if you lose a visa, it shouldn't be like a standard for you resign as a member of parliament. You know what I mean? Want to think about that? Like the video, ladies and gentlemen, please, and share it with at least 10 people. Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, and when you come and say resign, it's like you have a visa and a man want to resign and just pull a visa from you. And you resign. You know, more not because we can't travel. The world big, you know. And US have 300 million out of 8 billion. 300 million out of 8 billion people. And the world big with so much country. And then one visa pool and you resign. A bullshit. But anyway, yeah man. Anyway, with us, you know, can we like start from here so. Tapia was the ambassador. Never said nothing. Member of the Republican to continue.
But
Meanwhile, U.S. immigration laws outline 3 primary situations when a visa can be revoked. The first, if the holder of a non-immigrant visa does not meet the criteria for the visa category, if that person is ineligible, usually involving law enforcement is suspected, and if the holder is inadmissible to the United States on security, criminal, medical, financial, or other grounds.
All right. So I'm going to move that after 2019. Now when Tapia leave, can leave after the after. Now him come out in a 2021 a farmer. And when you're a farmer, you have growth. Number one, if they them up there so revoke a visa, I said to revoke them, no one in there. There is not the embassy that can do and give back a visa, you know. If them say if you have threat in there, a matter of fact, them close on all embassy and move it. So the ambassador don't go represent them thing, but them can't override it. If them say you are threat to them place. Or the ambassador will override that. Impossible. Right? So when Tapia pass and take Jamaican people to eat that this big piece of shit. A Republican piece of garbage. Tapia. Right? Here where them say right here. So I'm gonna play this now. I'm gonna play this. 2021 when he was a farmer. So Tell you know that everything I come out time, but him lie, my Republican coming like JP. Big dirty thinking tap. And I mean not remember
defending a
you notice believe the timestamp, July 2021. Him a former ambassador. Him can't go if him down in the embassy. Him could have just boy, but him can't do nothing to it. From up there, sir. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing to it.
Let
but
him cook.
Just playing our game and try to people.
Let him cook now.
Embassy when
let him cook. I said let him.
Your private citizen, go live your life, man, and go away, man. Yeah? And but you see him come and tell lie again yesterday. One bag of garbage. Well, it never make no sense. So when you never call him, is that to argue marks. If you call a farmer what, embassy what she can do? Have the influence and say, let me call up there and you're going to do it. No. You're not the chair. I don't think they're going up there. I'll be a garbage in my talk, you know. You see what she ain't going to do? I'm continuing to like, you know, it's not relevant, brother. Tapia, tilapia, you know. Tapia. Tilapia not ready, but it's not relevant nowhere at all. And I'm seeing I know. If that's what I'm talking about bullshit, I don't think I'm talking about it. Come on, clear.
Jamaican politician whose visa was revoked under their watch. But on Monday, former U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica Donald Tapia said a wrong was done when West Portland Member of Parliament and Government Minister Darrell Vaz's United States visa was revoked in November 2019. In
so wrong with done with Parliament and him, that man, you know, some politics in play. Because remember, not him alone, and him and Parliament. I must say other people too. So PMP, JLP, him around with doing, but him not say nothing about Parliament. So you see where him play? He must say around with done. Remember them a virgin set speed. So he must say around with done with the word of the man the visa. Him pick out Pumval. So you know where him depend the line when depend. The Republican line when depend. Him is a piece of shit. Him a garbage. Yes. Him a garbage. And when him say no valid. So him cook up this with Pumvals and say somebody and PNP or PNP but you still a Parliament and you them grab one time. And by nobody no room up. He make US son what this now. Them have central intelligence. He make US son what this like them go by here say that me can call Anthony and say Baba. So why if them go by all kind of things, why them not just take everybody visa and done? Can everybody have visa some boy everybody? So why Andrew not losing visa? Remember them now spend a room upon Andrew either, you know. Them see the IC but it not gone yet. Andrew won't gone yet. But them spend room upon you and you move it. You're fool, you're fuck. Look where Andrew doing in front of people's face. Correct you aside. Yeah?
fact,
the wrong is corrected.
Saying
Republican farmer this and that and that's a type of bullshit. Hear this.
Fact, Mr. Tapia went as far as saying he will be doing the best he can to ensure the wrong is corrected.
The wrong is corrected and it pick out Vals, not Palwell and Vals. So you know politics in there play. And get
But me not understand. Or you for be a minister, or you for be an ambassador for Jamaica, and Philip Palwell and Darrell Vaz lose their visa, but only Vaz alone, you are say you're gonna make sure say the wrong is over. So Vaz kinda have your skin color or something. I want if I race. I want if I race side problem. You know, recognize Philip Palwell call him black in Donald Tapia. I just ask because racism ripe in America still, you know. Especially amongst the elites and the people who have status. So I don't know. I wonder if because Philip Palwell, I want also Philip Palwell a part of democratic socialism. And that the branch of politics them is a part of. I wonder if that are the problem. You just not like PMP and the whole PMP and not like Donald Tapia. Very interesting.
And the information I can pass on. See? God that's it doing. He may play the game with them, you know. Because them are idiot, you know. Them are idiot. Continue.
When we contacted Mr. Tapia for further comments, he told us all the information has been passed on to the U.S. Bureau of Consular Affairs in Washington, D.C.
The U.S. Bureau of Consular Affairs in Washington. Me tell the same couldn't do nothing. So I'm saying in Washington, D.C. now, him talk to Big Mama now yesterday, and I talk about him talk to FBI. Here when I'm saying pass it to U.S. Consular Affairs. He mentioned FBI and all these things when he say put by this. I'll be a lie, I tell him never have seen him just lie like Trump and lie like Andrew on this time. Him just talk about Palwell. Can't watch them, them lose them visa. So don't go you and Palwell, them come take away your visa, uno visa. Eh? You and Palwell. But you're still a PNP and political because then spread rumor. According to idiot Tapia.
So, I really want you to say. Why you want to say? Like, who you want to say? Because when you lay down all of the facts them from before, make we listen to him and say no.
Big Mama, you know, because I remember Big Mama had 100 feet.
And the first is certainly in social media that of the U.S. revocation of the visas of the Energy Minister Daryl Vaz and leading opposition chairman of he's not a chairman, oh dear, he's a leader of opposition business in the Parliament, the MP for East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Holwell. Their visas were revoked at a time when Donald Tapia was.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard?
It's Tapia. You can't even call him name good. Tapia.
US ambassador to Jamaica. He joins us now. Good morning, Ambassador.
Morning, Hugh. How are you?
I say ambassador when this guy retire a long time.
So if you call him ambassador and he retire, you can't say I'll be a glaze and I go on your saying. Because you are misinformed the people by calling the man an ambassador. He's not an ambassador. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Argument done. He's not an ambassador. But you can clearly see that all of these things are coordinated, you know. All of these things are coordinated.
I go and drink it slump and so nobody.
I find you well.
Yes, you do, and I look forward to coming back to Jamaica just to have lunch with you.
Oh, good.
So anybody want to have lunch and can go in there, be still up here and Big Mama. Have lunch. You hear them kind of talk.
Hey, who man's is this?
So, Donald Tapia, you want to come to Jamaica just to have lunch with Cliff Hughes? Out of all the human beings when they're in Jamaica, you want to come to Jamaica to have lunch with Cliff Hughes? So, how are so close? Something, right? Something, right?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
Listen to me. I'm not going to no foreign country to have no lunch with no man. Just the man? For what? No man, something not right, brother. Something is not right.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
Slump and so nobody never see him. Hear this.
This wonderful day.
I'm good, and I hope I find you well.
Yes, you do, and I look forward to coming back to Jamaica just to have lunch with you.
Oh!
No, that's why I make sure I replay, you know. The man saying we're coming back to Jamaica just to have lunch with Cliff Hughes. Jamaica, you know, say, I hold the place, we can't take this. But me, I left it alone. We don't need to say nothing more. Something, right? Something is not right.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Good.
So anybody want to have lunch and can go in there, be still up here and Big Mama. Have lunch. You hear them kind of talking, have lunch and it upon you. So you know for them kind of things. Right? Yes. All right. Continue.
But lunch is on you, right?
Of course.
Hey, no Diddy,
All right,
man.
we
No
called you
Diddy.
here for two reasons this morning, Ambassador.
So, ambassador go fly from foreign to go have lunch with Cliff Hughes, just to have lunch with Cliff Hughes. And him go pay for the meal. And him happy? Something right, bro.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
The former Jamaican Prime Minister Bruce Golding giving a speech in the city of Philadelphia on the 1st of August said,
Let me show you some brain around. He said former Prime Minister, and from him here the end name Golding. Yeah, just hear what him say, him not say the JLP, you know, and the PNP and them not like US for man. Just listen this. Listen, him here
in quote, the United States has put us under severe stress. Yes? He says, the administration is placing increasing pressure on Jamaica and other CARICOM states through what he describes as unilateral.
Listen good enough. When Michael Manley moved with the backside, and I said the same thing, the same JLP them work against him. Yeah, with CIA, but don't even try to shoot Bob Marley when him say at race. Nearly assassinate Manley 3 times. Manley will try to free Africa and non-aligned movements to man farm. Non-aligned movements with all these African countries and third world countries. And then them call him, when they get communists. Can we hear Andrew on this? We're going to play something and put him to shame with the Ghana president after this. But let me hear this. He might attack PNP now, Tilapia. Hear this same time. For me, here Golden, hear something now work good with Tilapia. You know. Hear this.
Foreign policy decisions and demands. Let's listen to what he said in part.
What is being done to us is not friendship. Imposing arbitrary tariffs on us when we are struggling to make our goods competitive in a...
So, Bruce are telling another words, so the country now, because we are struggle. Same like I want thing with him, you know. Chat could be too much, but he may tell you the truth more than Andrew. This is our man did that talk about what they want to two people, you're not our friend. But Bruce I put it for him way and I speak manly words. Not different. Manly words. Manly tell him, but Manly go down more, you know, we not people with him. Now him think, no, I'm not going for me the goal in. He might blame PNP same time. And then come up with them fuck we listen now. And hear the words, you know. I remember Michael man the words them he might use now, you know. They say, hey, you're not tough enough, so you keep friend. And they might use our words too. Because we are saying, yeah, our friends same way, you can't do this, and we are talking about friends. So Bruce, I do this. Because I'm just afraid to do it, you know. Remember, I'm bow down, you know. Continue.
Difficult market is not friendship. Dictating to us who we must do business with is not friendship. Forcing us to accept foreign deportees when we are struggling to...
Forcing me to accept foreign deportees.
Oh, hold on there. How comes Bruce Golden and said them are forced? How will Bruce Golden know? How comes Bruce Golden and said them are forced with the accept? No, but that's not what the JLP said. That's why not Andrew. Andrew has never said nobody have forced them. They say them choose. So how comes Bruce I said this? This is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
So, same like how Monday attack or Bruce I said, let me take piece of Monday thing and you know, as a former prime minister use it. Or the man that the wilderness them talk, them a Monday, so let me use it. You hear my Tilapia rush PMP same time, hear this.
Look after our own people. That is not friendship. True friends don't abuse your friendship. They don't make unreasonable demands of you. They should be there to help you out. Holding a gun to your head and insisting that you must be reasonable and do things their way, that is not friendship. The United States has put us under severe stress. That's not what friends are for.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding. Ambassador Tapia, you're a former ambassador of the U.S. to Jamaica. Your reaction?
Well, the first thing is Golding has, the PNP has never been that close to the United States, no matter how you look at it.
What can go so?
Now me I understand the context of this. So this man heard Golding and believe it was Mark Golding, and now he's saying the PNP has never been close to the United States, no matter how you look at it. So the underbelly of it all, ladies and gentlemen, the root, the core, the nucleus of it all is that this argument must be something that is seen by many on that side in the United States. Why? It's very, very simple. There's a different ideology. Politically, democratic socialism, the connection with Cuba, the adaptation of social programs, they do not like it. They don't them believe in a capitalism and dog eat dog. And that them believe in a cutthroat, as they would say. So now all the PNP not have nothing to do with that, the argument there. A Bruce Golding and a Mark Golding. And this man run up and talk about PNP And I rush paint. I'm glad they do it still because you don't show your dirty ways. And we see say you want to devil them. Unbelievable.
The first thing is goading has, the PNP has never been that close to the United States, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, what I'm saying, Golding and the PNP never been so close to United States, no matter how you look at it. What the PNP are doing at this. So I'm tell the same brain are running up. Golding, do Golding, so right away, from me the Golding farm at this. Him say the PNP never, the first thing out of mouth at the PNP.
Embarrassing.
And the PNP attack.
Embarrassing.
Come back, let's say no. You're Golding the PNP.
In part.
What is being done to us is not friendship. Imposing arbitrary tariffs on us when we are struggling to make our goods competitive in a difficult market is not friendship. Dictating to us who we must do business with is not friendship. Forcing us to accept foreign deportees when we are struggling to look after our own people, that is not friendship. True friends don't abuse your friendship. They don't make unreasonable demands of you. They should be there to help you out.
So abuse attack. But right away, him attack PNP because the family the name Golding. So him brain around and he don't know nothing about Jamaica and just know about PNP and JLP, you know. See? So him attack the PNP same time as I see the PNP and America. Yeah, and I repeat it more than one time. That's why I'm come to him shit. Listen.
Holding a gun to your head and insisting that you must be reasonable and do things their way, that is not friendship. The United States has put us under severe stress. That's not what friends are for.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding.
No man, I'm not talk truth and about no truth. You better we are talk about my talk truth. Him attack PNP. We not talk about them all. No, you have a labor right to talk and him attack PNP, brother. You talk about my talk truth PNP about. You know good for the thing what me attack. You know you want me to say quiet. Bruce talking not attack labor right, you know. So Bruce and labor him attack PNP same time. So well, PNP never close. Golding, PNP no close for money. So him have a PNP now, I could not thinking that. That's him doing, you know. Hear this.
Ambassador Tapia, you're a former ambassador of the U.S. to Jamaica. Your reaction?
Well, the first thing is goading has, the PNP has never been that close to the United States, no matter how you look at it.
Not the PNP. It's the wrong one inside. This is Bruce. So why you attack the
So why the radio host never correct him? Why Big Mama never correct the man when him go say the PNP? Why him allow that to slide? That was a very filthy thing to do. What him name? Big Mama. That wasn't very nice. You knew that it was Bruce Golding speaking, and the man clearly threw stones at the PNP, and you did not correct him. You should have said no, you know. So who is spreading misinformation now? Who is spreading misinformation and disinformation? What a thing.
The PNP, Golding the PNP never been, no way you look at it. And the PNP never power neither, you know. PNP power stolen away from the PNP September 3rd. Why attack the PNP? Yeah? Because this guy is a Republican piece of shit. Yes. So I'm saying the Golding PNP never play it again. So right away blame PNP. So you know him about with motive, right?
Reasonable and do things their way. That is not friendship. The United States has put us under severe stress. That's not what friends are for.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding. Ambassador Tapia, you're a former ambassador of the U.S. to Jamaica. Your reaction?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing is goading has, the PNP has never been that close to the United States, no matter how you look at it. And goading is just blowing off air when he actually made a comment in there about Trump losing the election. That it was.
What did I say about losing the election? How about Trump and losing the election? So what you say about the PNP and about Golding and say losing the election? And you say this Golding is not the PNP?
So you can see where his thought process and his mind is not positive. His mind is in that speech is negative towards the United States.
So I am so happy that the People's National Party don't have nothing to do with this. It's a former JLP Prime Minister that has come out and said what he said. And this man's argument, the former ambassador, is that, you know, they don't like America. They've never been that close. So that's why they're saying this. So, what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is that persons within there are people within the political atmosphere of the United States that have similar political persuasion, that think and utter what they think in this way. So it's like he's saying that at the JLP word we said, Bruce Gordon does Batman. There's no truth to the argument that he has posed. That if you are truly friends, you wouldn't do this, this, and this. It's because he's Batman. That is some JLP type argument for you right there. In basically I said Bruce Gordon Batman. I like him, I like for the long time, so that's why I'm talking to them. I do. What can go so?
What can go so?
So him negative because him a PNP. You fucking idiot. So a PNP blame him. A PNP this people never yes, a PNP my blame. I know man. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Emotional damage. Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
So right away, him attack the PNP and talk about PNP spread rumor from Pumbals.
Foreign deportees, when we are struggling to look after our own people. That is not friendship. True friends don't abuse your friendship. They don't make unreasonable demands of you. They should be there to help you out. Holding a gun to your head and insisting that you must be reasonable and do things their way. That is not friendship.
You know talk about him.
Jamaica, when it comes to Donald Tapia, we are put out the verdict right now.
Guilty. That nigga is guilty.
Him not ready, ladies and gentlemen. Totally compromised. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Donald Tapia. Wow.